Today we are talking obstacles and how to overcome them. Okay, we understand that, you know, there are some serious diet problems that people really struggle with. And, 63% of people say they struggle with emotional and stress eating. The next one in line is lack of planning. The next one's cravings, snacking when I'm not hungry, eating quickly, sweet tooth, eating out frequently, large portions. So, we're going to help to fix those problems. So, we all have issues, and are the problems easy to solve? No, but are they solvable? Absolutely. And the biggest thing is just to increase your awareness around the problems that you're having and then giving you some tips and tricks to tackle them. So, the biggest nutritional challenge that I see on a daily basis is I cannot stop stress or emotional eating. And it is like 60 to 75% of the people I work with are emotional eaters. They're not hungry, but they're emotional. So, one of the biggest things, if you're an emotional or stress eater, is I want you to start to realize and recognize why or what's happened to cause you for that eating. So, is it every time your mom calls? Is it on Sunday nights when you're starting to stress out about the week ahead? Or is it whenever you see or smell or hear something that reminds you of your ex or a situation that you've been in? So one of the biggest things is just to identify the trigger, and then that trigger, identifying it, you can really start um, to switch your behaviors, because a lot of times unconscious and emotional eating is unconscious. It's sudden, specific. We think that it's emergency, and it's like a robot takes over our body and we head to the pantry or we snack. So if you're working in a situation that stresses you out a lot and you're a teacher and there's lots of junk food in the teacher's room, and you just had a kid that blew up again, or a parent that is just not helping, or even a coworker, and you head right to the staff room, just to know that you are being triggered by somebody else and that food isn't the reason. Okay. So I really want you to start to break the chain and write down, what is it that I stress eat on? And then what the biggest thing is, I need you to find your breath. I need you to breathe, maybe sip on tea, go for a walk, get outside. But identifying the trigger is the biggest issue. So if you know the trigger and you're still eating, ask yourself, am I an 8 to 10 on the hungry scale? And if you're not an 8 to 10 on the hungry scale, girl, you ain't eating. Okay. So sip that water, sip that tea. We do not treat our bodies like a trash can. And just because you're pissed off at somebody else or stressed about somebody else, don't treat your body like a trash can. You love yourself, learn to love yourself, and find something else that you can do that is not food. The second nutritional challenge is I don't plan meals. And I understand this. Serious improvements can happen in this category. So think of meal planning on a continuum. Like on the far left, you put zero thought into your meals ever. And on the far right, you spend all day Sunday prepping every single meal and cooking. Like both of them seems a little too much. So let's meet in the middle. So making sure that you plan to eat on serving. So use your hand. Each time that you sit down to eat, think of your palm as a protein. Okay. Think of a cupped hand here as your carb, a fist of veggies. You always want veggies, and a thumb of fat. So you can eat that way. If you're out to eat, you can use that. If you're going to Kroger and you're trying to find something to eat, just add those things in, right? Tuna pack. I got some carrots and celery and some hummus. There's my veggies, and you can go forward through that. The other thing is I always have protein shakes to help, because I don't like to prepare a whole lot of meals. So making sure that you put some conscious effort into it, and then tracking your food. And if you need help planning your meals, then definitely reach out to me. Number 3, coming in hot. I eat too quickly. Girl, we devour our food like a vacuum. We're like, phew. And the problem is, if you're gassy and bloaty, the problem is digestion starts in your mouth. So we are not chewing our food. So try to chew each bite 10 times. You're gonna be like, wow, 10 times seems like a little bit obnoxious, but it helps you to slow down and eat more consciously. So take a deep breath, drink some water, turn off the TV, get off of Facebook and Instagram, I find myself a lot of times eating and scrolling, and I'm not even aware of what I eat. So when I'm not aware of what I eat, I don't even enjoy it. And then I'm like searching for something else because I didn't just enjoy the meal that I was not present for. So really try to chew, try to breathe, slow down, set a timer. Set a timer on your watch or on your phone for 10 minutes. Try to spend like 10 minutes on your meals if you're eating so fast. Nutrition challenge number 4, I have a serious sweet tooth. Okay. A lot of people, after they get done eating, want something sweet and savory. And, especially in the evening. And a lot of times I'll be like, hey, did your parents give you sweets, or did they have dessert after dinner? And a lot of times the people that need that always had dessert after dinner with their family. So that's simply a habit. A lot of people have a sweet tooth, and the more sugar and candy and sweets that you eat, the more you'll crave them. The food and drug industry has spent trillions of dollars finding the exact combo of sugar, salt, and fat that trigger the same transmitters and chemicals in your brain as if you were doing drugs. They've spent trillions of dollars to have that same chemical reaction happen as if you're taking drugs. It's designed to hook you. It's designed to keep you coming back, craving more. So the biggest thing that I've noticed is if you can just go cold turkey. If you like sweets, have some raspberries or have some strawberries, have some dark chocolate, have raw chocolate. And start to eliminate that. And if you go cold turkey on it, like, yes, you'll crave it. But when you go back to eat it, like this Halloween, I went to have like a Reese's peanut butter cup. It used to be my favorite. And I hated it. It was disgusting. So I was like, wow, how did I used to eat bags and bags and bags of these? So making sure that, you choose more healthy options, and notice that if it's a habit that you've been conditioned to have since childhood, and then, making sure that you're aware of what you're eating. Nutrition challenge number 5, I eat out a lot. I know I eat out a lot. I like it. But along with planning your meals, you can also plan how you show up. So if it's a special occasion and you want the freedom to indulge, do it, girl. Like, life. I'm not asking you to eat grilled chicken and plain broccoli and a sweet potato every day. No, I want you to live your life. But you also can go out and really get a meal that is very, similar to the portion sizes that you need. However, when you do go out to eat, just know that the portions that they're serving you are typically 2 to 3 servings. We are oversized in America on our servings. So if you do order something out to eat, you go out to eat, take half for lunch tomorrow, save half, eat until you're 80% full, chew, be present, and really savor the foods that you do have, and try to stick within the portion size and stop eating when you're 2 to 3 hungry. Nutrition, excuse me, challenge number 6 is I eat larger portions than I need. And right now, when we ordered HelloFresh, Joni was like, where's the food? I mean, literally, she looked at me when we served it on the plate and she was like, Ash, where's the food? And I was like, this is a real serving size. And she looks at me and she goes, well, when's my big meal supposed to be? And I was like, it's not. You're supposed, and she was like, well, I'd be eating all day, every day if this was the case. That's true. So portion sizes are much, much smaller than we notice, or that we know. So you can always weigh your food. But if you don't want to weigh your food, spend a week. I can send you $100 off your box for HelloFresh, and you're going to start to see what portion sizes are, and it's going to shock you. It shocked me. It really was like, wow. And eat until you're 80% full. Do this no matter how much is left on your plate or how uncomfortable it feels. I know a lot of us may have been conditioned to eat everything on your plate, or you're going to sit at the dinner table for the rest of your life. Nobody's going to make you sit at the dinner table if you leave some food there. Okay. Pack it up and take it for tomorrow. Nutrition challenge number 7, you don't have time to prepare meals. And I understand there's one related to I don't plan out meals or I eat too much, but let's be honest, there may be a lack of desire here too, at least compared to the activities that you do have time for. So if you can just make one extra meal or portion size at dinner, then you can make it for lunch the next day. That's all just one extra meal. And when you're making dinner. So a lot of times what we try to do, and now with HelloFresh, we don't have lunch the next day because there's a portion size. So if you are ordering HelloFresh for yourself, just add on an extra serving so that when you do make it, you have lunch the next day. But I would truly, truly try to prepare meals for yourself just in the morning. It's super easy. Just take 20 minutes. Okay, am I going to have hard boiled eggs? Am I going to have a tuna pack? Do I have leftovers from lunch? And set yourself up for success, because if not, you'll be driving through McDonald's. I drink too much. Yeah, consume too much alcohol. I really think since like the whole shutdown thing, I mean, alcohol consumption went up significantly. And maybe you're drinking 2 to 3 glasses of wine at night and wondering if you're relying too much on alcohol to take the edge off. You know, if you're having 3, could you take it down to 2? Could you drink more slowly so that it lasts longer? Or could you have a glass of water in between cocktails? Ease yourself into it and notice how you feel. You don't have to go cold turkey. I'm not saying that. If you are having a glass of wine at night or 2, I would highly recommend that you don't eat the carbs, because it gets broken down just like carbs. And the body prefers to break down alcohol prior to everything. So just letting you know that. So everything here is just increasing your awareness and taking baby steps to become better, 1% better every day. So if you're struggling or you found a tip or a trick, make sure you go to our Facebook page and share it with everybody else. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. So don't think that you're doomed. Just increase your awareness, really focus on what you're doing, what you're eating, what you're thinking, what you're saying, and who you're interacting with. Do they add to your life or do they take away? Do they make you feel confident or they make you feel like you want to binge? And then what do I binge on when I feel this way? And then just start to bring awareness into it and then start to make baby steps towards change.